As I so thoroughly enjoy political commentary, I sense it may be wise for a departure from that particular subject matter for a while. I'd like to take this opportunity, upon my return to this beautiful earth of yours, to simply comment on the holiday season that you're celebrating. One of my acquaintances, from where I am now, is a gentleman by the name of Clement Moore. Now, you may not recognize his name, but he authored a poem that you will recognize immediately. 'Twas the night before Christmas. It was written in 1837, and that was confirmed by Mr. Moore just the other night over a game of bridge. Since there are some of you that question who wrote it and when it was written, now you know. While I certainly can't compete with that masterpiece, I am rather proud of the letter that I wrote, that Santa Claus wrote, to my little daughter Susie. Now, I'm going to ask you to pretend that I have a great big white beard, lots of hair, and rosy cheeks. Perhaps this will enhance your understanding of the brief portions of this letter that I'm going to read. But I do need to borrow some spectacles. I don't need them from where I come from, but here on earth, it seems my sight becomes a bit out of focus at times. That's better. Much better. My dear Susie Clements, I have received and read all the letters which you and your little sister have written me by the hand of your mother and your nurses. I have also read those which you little people have written me with your own hands. For although you did not use any characters that are in grown people's alphabet, you used the characters that all children in all lands on earth and in the twinkling stars use. And as my subjects in the moon are children and use no character but that, you will easily understand that I can read your and your baby sister's jagged and fantastic marks without any trouble at all. But I had trouble with those letters which you dictated through your mother and the nurses, for I am a foreigner and cannot read English writing well. But you will find that I made no mistakes about the things which you and the baby ordered in your own letters. I went down your chimney at midnight when you were asleep and delivered them all myself, and kissed both of you too, because you are good children, well-trained, nice-mannered, and about the most obedient little people I ever saw. But in the letter which you dictated, there were some words which I could not make out for certain, and one or two small orders which I could not fill because we ran out of stock. Our last lot of kitchen furniture for dolls has just gone to a very poor little child in the North Star, away up in the cold country above the Big Dipper. Your mama can show you that star, and you will say, "Little Snowflake," for that is the child's name. "I'm glad you got that furniture, for you need it more than I. That is, you must write that with your own hand, and Snowflake will write you an answer. If you only spoke it, she wouldn't hear you. Make your letter light and thin, for the distance is great and the postage very heavy. Now, isn't imagination a precious thing? It peoples the earth with all manner of wonders, strange beasts, birds, angels, seraphims, cherubims. And it must be exercised. No child should be permitted to grow up without exercise for imagination. It enriches life. It makes things wonderful and beautiful. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. And lastly, in the powerful words of Charles Dickens' immortal character, God bless us, everyone, and may you all have a blessed holiday.